All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Bruce Lee and George Rush St. Pierre. All right, so here's the legend, George St. Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion, and DC as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You got to be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck, and he took Josh Koscheck, who was an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St. Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab, and then a leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to be George St. Pierre.
And he's got more ESPYs than you.
He does. He's a man.
Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you could do that, you could do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, George Rush St. Pierre! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Just make it clean.
Ready. Ready, fight.
All right, so the MMA leader back in Montreal tonight. We are inside Bell Center where the hockey fans are making noise for mixed martial arts tonight. This is as good an MMA setting as we have on the entire calendar.
I remember sitting in the back before Josh Koscheck fought George St. Pierre and thinking, wow, the Canadian fans have treated us great this week. But the moment we hit the curtain, you felt the boos. You felt that we were uninvited because they were there to cheer on their guy, George St. Pierre. But look, it's not limited to just him. They cheer all fighters for all great fights in the Bell Center.
All right, here we go. First round is underway. No denying the big reach advantage for him tonight. We'll see if he can get that jab going.
Look for him to circle on the outside. Use that long jab to keep his distance and only engage on his terms.
Oh, looks like he's trying to set up the takedown. There's the attempt.
Liver kick, if you get those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
Goes right back to that left kick and lands. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now. Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick.
Sound defensively here as he stays upright. Double leg takedown, no good. Just misses there with the left. Splits the guard, lands the right hand.
He has a commitment to make it tonight, and it shows.
GSP gets hit by that kick to the body.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And now he's got the tie clinch.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Nice job to land the kick to the body there by Lee. So he stuffs another takedown there. He talked to us about how hard this training camp was in terms of the defensive wrestling, but he certainly put in the right work.
He did a great job of recognizing the threat, understanding that he could not allow his opponent to get to his hips. He never allows his opponent to get to his hips, and because of that, he's been safe.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
How good is that right hand?
Go get him.
Strong hook lands. Oh, huge knee to the head.
They got him.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by George St. Pierre.
Fantastic takedown land. There you go. There you go.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Fighters back to their feet here.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range. That is, oh man, this dude is good.
Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Takedown defense holds up.
Good punch land. Liver kick.
20 seconds to go in round one. Nice kick there by GSP. Just out of range with that right hand. Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws this punch.
Nice job out there. Wow, those power combinations are really paying off. You floored that guy. This round, let's go back out there and look to finish him.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Oh, hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Effective strike there by Lee. St. Pierre's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, he might be out. Visibly limping here.
Real quick leg kick. Punch over the top.
Little clean, tight combination there. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man. Let this guy have the whole thing.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Timing his shots pretty well here early. Taken down there by GSP. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Oh, wow. Oh! Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here for Bob. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beaten, and now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that is the fight.
Oh, looks like he's transitioning an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Lee's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by GSP. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Sound strike on the ground. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter and it's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, side control now. Lee's pass attempt denied. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Lee's back in side control here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. 10 minutes in the books.
Great job last round. You had him hurt, almost finished. Look at him on the stool. He's still wobbling. This round, I want you to put the pressure on. Get right in his face.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, here we go with our next round, and how about the striking display in that previous round? He found a lot of openings upstairs, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he said this dude doesn't move his head, and largely that's how it's played.
That's exactly how he thought it to be, and it's exactly what he's seeing early in the fight. Opponent's not moving his head, and he's more than happy to connect over and over with those 1-2s.
GSP gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
Oh. Jab hurt him a little bit.
Vicious combo there. Knee to the body. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. He's out!
He's done! What a performance!
A near perfect strike to end the fight and end the night for his opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during fight week, laid out here on fight night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and barged right through it to get the big knockout win. Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.